Good morning. It looks like we are on time. This out. So my name's Corrine Hodges. I've subbed for Judith before. She's away, and I'll be subbing today's class, and then the two of the classes tomorrow morning as well. So today, if you have it, you need 1 or 2 yoga blocks. And if you have a strap, I don't have a strap here, so I'm going to actually use a small towel. And you could use a tie, a small towel, yoga strap, anything that will lengthen your arms, that will come in handy. So we'll go ahead and we'll begin. Again, if you have any requests or anything, you can put it in the chat. I don't see anything yet. So we'll just go as planned. So I'm going to come off my chair and come to my mat into a seated position. So I always like to start with the breathing pranayama. That gets a good way to start your day and get your focus on the class and nothing else that you've got going on in your life. So you can come onto the mat, and I like to use 2 yoga blocks here. You could sit cross-legged, or if you've really tight hamstrings, you might just want to put your feet out. You could even put a cushion underneath your knees. If you're sitting in hero's pose, I like to use a couple blocks so that my lower back is lengthened. And I'm just going to start by doing some shoulder rolls. Let's see, I've got someone coming in here. So just start by rolling your shoulders back. And if you can think about massaging your ears, taking the shoulders up, back, down, and forward, up, back, down, and forward, up, back, and down. And that's where we're going to leave them. So you should have a nice opening in your chest, and then just set your hands on your legs, down for grounding, up for energy. So you decide what you need today. And then slowly soften your eyes and take your gaze off the tip of your nose towards the floor. Soft eyes. And bring your awareness to your breath. So just notice where you feel your breath in your body, where you feel the rising and the falling. The filling of your body with your breath, and then the emptying. So some of us might feel this in our throat, the air going up and down the throat. Air entering through the nostrils, down through the throat, and then on the exhale, up through the throat, out the nose. Some of us might feel it in our chest, so you could put 1 or 2 hands there and feel the chest filling with air on the inhalation. And then dropping into your body on the exhalation. Increasing and filling. Decreasing and dropping. See if you can get 1 more breath in the chest. Filling the chest. Emptying. The next spot would be your side ribs, and you can put 1 or 2 hands here on those ribs. And when you fill, the fingers should spread across. Yep. And when you exhale, the fingers come closer, your ribs go into your body towards your spine. Inhale, fill the ribs. Exhale, empty of air. 1 more time. Inhale and fill. Exhale and empty. So the last place would be the low belly. And if you take one of your thumbs, I like to take the thumb of my non-dominant hand and put it in my belly button. And the rest of my hand goes below. And I'm going to try to fill that hand with air. The belly goes out, filling with air. On the exhale, it draws in towards the spine and the wall behind you, exhaling the air out of the belly. Inhale, fill the low belly below the belly button. Exhale, belly draws to the spine, spine to the wall behind you. And let's do one more. Inhale and fill. Exhale and empty. And then just closing your eyes, see if you can count how long does it take you to inhale and fill your belly, or maybe you're just at your chest. How long does it take to exhale? Again, how long to fill and inhale? How long to empty and exhale? So ideally, you want those two numbers to match. So see if you can lengthen the one that's shorter so that the inhalation and exhalation are the same number. And then if they are the same number, maybe you can extend the inhalation by one count and extend the exhalation by one count. So just stay with this and see if you can do 3 to 5 deep breaths on your own. And then after you've finished 3 to 5, let your breath return to normal. Stop counting. And bring your hands to your heart in prayer. And open your eyes. So ideally through class, you want to keep that nice deep breathing throughout the whole class. And let me get one more person in here. So I'll try to help you with that today, focusing on the inhalation and the exhalation as you move into your asanas. So let's go ahead and come onto our table. And I'm going to take my knees hip distance. I'll turn to the side. So we start loosening up the spine. Always a good place to start, the beginning of the day. So I want my wrists under my elbows, under my shoulders, and my knees are hip distance. And I'm going to check that I don't just have weight in the heels of my hands, but you've got these knuckles where your fingers meet your hands. Put some pressure there. And then halfway up your finger, there's another row of knuckles. Put some pressure there. And then the knuckles close to your nails, your nail beds. Put some pressure there. And that should take some pressure out of the heels of the hands. So we'll start with an exhalation. Exhaling, chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone. The belly goes all the way up to the spine and the spine to the ceiling. Inhale, you can bend the elbows towards your hips a little bit to relax the shoulders. Right sits bone to the right, left to the left. Belly is full. Exhale. Chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone, big back, like a Halloween cat. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, belly to the spine, spine to the ceiling. Inhale, fill the belly. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And one more exhalation. So you're going to come to a neutral spine, like you're a coffee table. Have the back be nice and straight. And I'm slowly going to inch the right leg back. The top of my foot is on the floor. I'm going to keep the hip down, flex the foot, and can I get the foot the height of my hip? Breathing. Balancing. See if you can hold it for 3 seconds. Imagine that that foot is going into the wall behind you. Bend the knee, replace it on the mat. Take the left leg out, toes touch the ground, flex the foot, bring that foot the height of your hip, finding your balance, trying to just gaze out in front of you. Holding for 3 seconds. Exhaling down. Staying here. Now the legs don't move. I'm going to take my left arm out in front, just the height of my shoulder, pinky down, thumb up, palm is turning inside towards my other hand, and I'm lengthening, keeping my gaze at the same place, nice and steady, trying to hold this for 3 seconds. Exhaling that arm down. Opposite arm, pinky goes along the floor, thumb up, extend from your shoulder, breathing, holding for 3 seconds. Coming down on the floor. So we're going to try opposite leg, opposite arm. So I'm going to guide my right leg out, guide my left arm out. Lift them up, lengthen, look straight below, try to be nice and straight through the back heel to the back hip to the front shoulder, front hand. Breathing, holding for 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Come down to the floor with those limbs and come back to your table. Left leg, right arm. Lengthening, parallel to the floor. Flex the foot. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Quietly bringing to the floor and replacing. Let's try that again. Right leg extends out, left arm, lift them off the floor, parallel to the floor. Flex the back foot, back hip down. See if we can hold it this time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch the floor, bring it back in. Left leg, right arm, extending up over the floor, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Touching down, bringing in. From here, bring your feet together, take the knees out, and come into your child's pose. Let me get this chair out of here. Child's pose. So you might not be able to go all the way to the floor. You could take your blocks. You could rest your head on the blocks. Make the right height. Try to keep the connection with the heels and your buttocks here if you can. That's way better than trying to get the head down and lifting up the back end. So just doing the best you can and closing your eyes and breathing here. So have you lost that nice deep breathing you were doing at the beginning? Try to regain it. And then slowly come up. All right. So we're going to do some extension on our sides. So we'll start here just in this table again. Take the right hand right below your face. And you're going to take the left arm out to the side. Keep your left hip down and see how high can you raise that left arm without the hip going. So breathe into your left shoulder. Lengthen through the arm from your shoulder to your elbow, from your elbow through the wrist, through the top of the left hand and all of your fingers. So the fingers should be moving in different directions, very long. Exhale, bring that arm down. Take that below your face. Slowly take the right arm up. Keep the right hip down. How high can you raise up that arm without straining your shoulder too much? Definitely listen and be careful if you have a shoulder injury. So lengthen from your right shoulder to your right elbow. From your right elbow to your right wrist. Then through the top of the hand and the palm, then each of your fingers, spread them nice and wide, moving in different directions. Very active stretch. You can make this as active or passive as we want. Exhale that arm down. Shake out your hips. So we're gonna add to that, having a bigger side stretch because the hip's gonna go now. Left arm out, right arm down below. I do the same thing I just did, stretch through the arm, but now I'm gonna let the left hip go. I'm gonna try to stack my shoulders. Have a lot more flexibility here. Breathing. Try to keep both arms straight. Exhale down. Left hand below, right arm out. Lengthen it as we did the first time. Through the fingers, through the wrists. Now go ahead and let that right hip go. Trying to stack the shoulders. Maybe your gaze is to the upper thumb, but not if that's straining your neck. Then maybe just look straight out. Some people like to look down. That also could be straining the neck. Listen to the neck. Exhale down. So we're going to add some core work to that. And we're going to, again, I'm turning towards this way on the camera, right hand below. Left arm comes up and reaching. I'm going to exhale and take it through the other arm and my legs. Inhale up, stretch. Exhale, the belly. Inhale up. Inhale up. Inhale through. One more. Inhale up. Belly tight when you come through. Let's switch sides. Left hand on the floor. Right arm's going to go up towards the sky. Exhale. Inhale up, stretch. Exhale, blow the air out. Inhale up, stretch. Exhale through. Two more. Inhale up. Exhale through. And inhale up. Exhale through. Bring that hand down. And this time go into a quiet child. So you can do the same as we did, or the knees are together. Going to just bring my chin towards my legs. My shoulders go outside the knees. My palms are up. And I like to just think like we're a little walnut, chin to the chest. Let the shoulders melt over your legs. And again, if you can't make it down all the way, take a block or two. Set the head down and just let the shoulders melt. Regain your breath. And then slowly coming up. So we're going to add a little bit of a balance and extension here. So you can be a little bit careful. If you're not the best at balance, you might want to go against a wall. And I'll show you how you can do that. You can also use a block. So if you're going against a wall, I'm going to come along this wall. And I'm going to have my left knee bent. My right leg's going to be straight. And I'm going to take my back along the wall and have my right arm up and my left arm down. If you are not using the wall, you might want to take a block to your right side. I put my left arm down. I extend the right leg out, turn it out. I try to line up my left wrist with my left knee and the arch of my right foot. And then when I feel like I'm balanced, I can maybe take this arm up. And where you look depends again on your neck. Some will look down. Most will look straight out. Some will look up at the upper hand. And breathe and see if you can get 5 breaths. Bringing your breath into the belly. 5 breaths, balancing along the wall or off of the wall. Some of you may want to take this arm up and over. So the left bicep is over the left ear and you have this really long stretch. The right bicep is over the right ear. Sorry, I'm mirror imaging here. And then slowly bring that arm up and come back to your table. Shake out your hips. So the opposite side, your right leg would be along the wall. You line up the right knee with your right wrist, flip out the left foot. You can use your block, find your balance, try to roll the upper hip on top of the lower hip, the upper shoulder on top of the lower shoulder, and then maybe bring that upper arm up. Use the outer edge of the back foot and push it into the mat. Keep the arm that's below you straight. That's your stability. And again, where you look, it can be down. Most of us, it'll be straight out. Some of us, it might be at that upper thumb. And breathing here, 3 to 5 breaths. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Do that a few more times. Maybe that upper arm, your left arm comes over, bicep over your ear. Straight line on the left side from your finger to your shoulder to your hip through your heel. Take that arm back up. Slowly bring it down to the block or the floor. Come onto your table, shake out your hips, and go into your child's pose. It can be that quiet child or your normal child's pose. Close your eyes, restore your breath, get it back into your belly. Take 3 to 5 deep breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly coming up to a seated pose. So we're gonna make our way up to standing. I'm gonna do that through down dog. That may not be how you like to do it. If you don't wanna go through down dog, just come up safely to standing. Make sure you bend from your knees. So in down dog, I'm gonna bring my hands shoulder distance apart. I'm in my table. I'll curl my toes under. Bring the thighs to my ribs. Try to straighten my legs. I'm on the balls of my feet on an inhalation. On an exhalation, I drop my heels. So breathing, and you want to lengthen through the back sides of the legs. And imagine that someone is holding onto your hips and they're drawing them up and back. And if you're in your down dog, you can pedal your feet, bend one knee, release the heel of the opposite foot to the floor, and then switch. And switch a couple more times on each side. Then dropping both heels. Start to walk your hands to your feet, or if you like your feet to your hands, that's fine. Bend the knees. And then I'm going to drag my arms so that I hit every spot on my spine and slowly come up. And then when I get up here, I'm going to take the shoulders up, back, and down, just like we did at the beginning of class. So I'm going to come to the top of my mat, hands to my heart, and my thumbs nestle right in the center of my sternum. And I draw the shoulders down. I'm going to check that my feet are hip distance. And if I can, and I'm going to try to lift up all my toes. And then I'm going to try to spread my toes. I'm going to put the baby toes down, then the next toe, the middle toe, the next to big toe, which is often the longest, and then the big toe. So ideally, we're going for as big of a base as possible. Hands to the heart. I'm going to slowly keep my right foot in place and step the left foot back. So I want to take that left foot on a slight angle, but not 90 degrees. So I want the hip turned inward a bit. I'm going to take my hands on my hips and bring this back hip in alignment with the front hip. So if you drew a line through your hips, it would go straight across. I'm going to put some pressure in the outer edge of that left foot. Bring my hands to my heart. And if you don't have any shoulder issues, I'm going to take my arms up. If you're broad, you're going to want to keep the hands apart. Spread through the fingers, draw the shoulders down. Imagine that you're pushing into a yoga block. Some of you may be able to bring your hands together. You might even join all the fingers except the pointer fingers and have the biceps next to your ears. Keep bringing that left hip forward and that right hip back. Try to take 3 breaths here, deep into the belly as you're in your warrior 1. Slowly bring the hands down. You can come onto the ball of the back foot, and then 1 or 2 steps, bring that foot forward. Shake out your legs. So I'm going to look that I plant the left foot right underneath me, and I spread those toes. Start with the baby toe. Try to get as big of a base in the foot as I can. Right foot goes behind, slightly turned out. Then I'm going to take my hands and my hips and bring the right hip forward, left hip back. Chest, ribs, hips, everything's going forward. They're not turning to the side. Slowly bring my hands to the heart, listening to my shoulders, maybe up. Imagine that there's a block there. Draw the shoulders down. Breathing. Keep the connection with the outer edge of your right foot and the mat. Maybe bring the hands together. Biceps by the ears. 3 to 5 breaths. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart. You can come onto the ball of that back foot and then walk the back foot forward. Very good. Shake out your legs. All right, so we'll do warrior 2. I'm going to come to the side for this. So I'll go ahead and let's take the right foot first. The left foot goes all the way back. So here it can be turned out a little bit more. I have a bigger, wider stance. And ideally what you want to go for is this knee over the ankle. You never want it further. You always want it above. Some of you it might be back a little bit. That's okay. And again, we're thinking about the outer edge of that back foot. Make sure it's connected to the mat. And then draw the arms the same height. You can kind of turn your head and check that out. And you want to try to relax the shoulders, even though the arms are up. So how do you do that? You can play with bending the elbows, turn the palms up. That really relaxes your shoulders. Take your gaze off your front hand and then start to move the arms out. Keep the shoulders down and then flip the palms down. Breathing. Holding your warrior 2. And you can start to straighten that front leg. Turn it to the side to meet the other foot. Turn the left foot out, turn the right foot in a little bit. We'll go straight into the other side. If you need to shake out the legs, go ahead. Wider stance, warrior 2. You're upright, you're not leaning. Trying to relax the shoulders down. Drishti, eye gaze, is over your front middle finger. Breathe in. 3 to 5 breaths. Start to straighten that left leg. Turn both feet in. Bring your hands to your heart and walk, step, or hop your legs together and shake them out. You can grab a little drink of water, take a break. So we're going to go from warrior 2 into our triangle pose. You may need a block or 2. So I'm going to take my blocks and I'm going to set them on the inside of the right foot. As the left foot steps back, preparing for my warrior two again. So we don't want to collapse and bring this left shoulder forward. We want to keep the back like it's along a wall. So it's actually better to have more height than less. You can always go down if you feel like you need to. So I'll come in my warrior two. Keep the connection with the back foot, that outer edge. I'm going to go ahead and take the left hip, extend it back as I straighten the right leg. A little micro bend is good. Take my right hand onto the block and my left arm up above. So imagine the upper shoulder is going on top of the lower shoulder, and the upper hip does move back as well. So I'm not reaching too far for the floor, that I lose my form. And I want both arms straight and long. Breathing. Keep lengthening through the lower arm, lengthening through the upper arm. You can be looking down at the lower arm or the block straight out or up to the sky, again, listening to your neck. 3 to 5 breaths in your triangle pose. So I'm going to bend my front knee, go through warrior two. I'm going to grab my blocks with me, turn that right foot to the side, turn the left foot out, turn the right foot in a little bit again. Set up my blocker blocks inside my left foot. Trying to set it up the same height as your other leg. Warrior two, lengthen through the arms. Broaden through the collarbone. Let your right hand pull you back as the left leg gets nice and long and straighter. Place your left hand on the blocks. Take that right shoulder, try to stack it a bit above the left shoulder. Move that right hip back in space. Breathing. Lengthening through the legs, through the spine, through both arms. 3 to 5 breaths in your Trikonasana. Slowly bending the front knee, coming back through your warrior two. You can move the blocks, turn that left foot in and walk your feet in together. Shake out your legs. And sometimes it's good around this time, it's always good in the morning. Take a nice wide stance with the feet and do little hip circles. So I'm going to take my hips back, left, forward, right, back. You need to bend the knees, maybe get the feet even further apart. Forward, right, back, left, forward, right, and back. Let's go in the other direction. Right, forward, left, back, right, forward, left, back, right, forward, left, back. Shaking the hips out and bringing the feet together. So playing with a little bit with our balance. So I'm going to do this from the side. I'm going to have my feet hip distance apart to start. Rest my hands on my thighs, palms down. Relax the shoulders. Take my gaze straight out. And slowly, I'm going to lift up the heels, lift up the hands and the arms, keep them parallel to the floor. And can I stand towards my tippy toes? Exhale down, try to match the arms and the heels. This is harder. I'm on 2 mats. It's actually, I'm on 3 mats. It's harder if you have a fluffier surface. So again, try that again. Bend the knees, slowly match the arms as the heels come up. See if you can just balance right here for a count or two, and then slowly come down as slow as you came up. Last one. Inhale and extend, heels extend up to the sky. Exhale and come down. Shaking out the legs. All right, so we'll play with our crescent lunge. I'm going to take let's take the right foot forward, step the left foot back, but you'll see I'm keeping the heel off the ground. Both hips are forward. So how is this different from Warrior One? It's really the back foot. So this is more about stability than flexibility. Hips, chest, shoulders are all going in front of you. You've got to be balanced while you don't have that back hip down. In crescent lunge, like a moon, you can see this kind of the curve of the moon in my spine. And then I can take my arms up. Same thing, I can keep them shoulder width. If I'm broad or tight, I can bring the hands together. I'm gonna send that back heel back, reaching towards the wall behind me. Lengthening, crescent lunge. See if you can maintain the deep breath. Try not to get anxious. Slowly bring your hands to your chest, walk the back foot to the front, shake out your legs. That'll also give the arch of your foot a stretch, depending on how far you really push that heel back. Hands at my heart, my left foot stays forward, my right foot's gonna come back, but I'm gonna keep the heel off the mat. Doesn't have to be hugely off the mat, especially as I find this balance. I can extend that heel back, but it is not touching the ground. And the hips, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders, everything faces the front wall. Nothing turns to the right side. Finding your position and taking 3 deep breaths. Take your hands to your heart, bend the back knee, take a couple steps to bring that leg to the front, shake out your legs. Okay, so we're gonna play with our tree pose today. Tree pose, you have different options. If you're not feeling real balanced, I can put my hand on this windowsill here or on a wall. I could have my back against the wall, practice my tree pose this way. So do what's right for you. The less steady you feel, the more you're going to use the wall. So I'm going to start on my right foot. I actually like to do tree pose on the floor. I have a better connection with the ground and I'm a lot more stable. So I'm going to take the right foot and again, I'm going to lift up the toes, spread them as much as I can, baby toe, next toe, middle toe, next to big toe, big toe. Take my left heel and the ball of the foot towards my right ankle, but I'm going to keep that left hip in alignment with the right. And I'm finding my balance here. Soften your gaze. Some of you might find you can take that foot and put it on your calf. So we never want to put it on the knee. So it needs to be below, or some of you may be able to put it above the knee. So the final stage is really towards the pelvis, foot into the thigh, thigh into the foot. Finding your balance. And whatever position you have with the legs, you might want to extend the big branches, the arms, and then the little branches, the fingers, spread the fingers. Draw the shoulders down. Take the tops of your hands towards the wall behind you and see if you can hold this for 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, and 10. See if you can gracefully bring the hands to the heart. Step out of it, nice and still and steady. Shake out your legs. Draw the shoulders back, thumbs are resting in the center of your sternum here. Transfer the weight to the left foot. Check that the toes are spread, so you have as wide of a base as possible. Right heel towards the left ankle, but keep the right hip going forward. Finding your balance here. Option number 1. Getting the breath in the belly or as low as you can in your body. You could from here take that right foot to your left calf. Finding the ground here, nice and steady. Or you can take it up towards the pelvis, foot into the thigh, thigh into the foot. Don't let the right hip drift back. Keep the hips even. Hands to the heart. Whatever position you've taken with the feet, maybe take the big branches, spread them, and add the little branches. Draw the shoulders down, broaden at your chest, tops of the hands towards the wall behind you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, whoa, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to your heart, gracefully step out, shake out your legs. So mountain pose, just come to the top of your mat. Let's bring the feet together, spreading the toes, bring the hands by your sides, roll the shoulders back, start to turn the palms towards your camera, towards your computer. Thumbs are to the side, out, pinkies are towards your legs. And then keep doing that rotation so that the thumbs turn back towards the wall behind you, pinkies towards the wall in front. And notice how open your chest is and your shoulders are. Breathing. And if the ribs, the low ribs are kind of flaring out, bring them in. And equally, if your tailbone's going out, bring it in. So you're tight in the core. Breathing. On the side, this is what this looks like. You're seeing my palm, the thumb is back, pinkies forward. It's this external rotation of your shoulders. So try to keep that external rotation and then turn the hands back so that the palms are along your side. And that should be really good posture here. And then close your eyes, and can you maintain balance? And bring your hands to your heart and open your eyes. All right, we're going to come down to the floor, but you will need that strap or that towel. I could even take my sweatshirt here, make it like a rope, anything to lengthen your arms. So to come down towards the floor, I'm going to go ahead and move through part of a vinyasa here, hands to the heart. Inhale up, exhale out and over. Halfway up, I'll take my hands on my thighs or my shins, draw the shoulders away, exhale down. Bring my hands to the floor, step the right foot back, left foot back, and starting again, let's go into our child's pose. From child's pose, I'm going to come onto my fingertips and lengthen my arms as much as I can. I'm going to make sure that I have no props or anything in the way. So I'm getting really long through my spine and long through my arms. And my biceps are next to my ears. I'm going to walk my fingertips, line up my arms with my leg. So from my hip to my knee, and then I extend my arms out. I'm still on the fingertips. And then I'm going to walk my left hand out even further, and I should have a really good stretch on my left side. I'm trying to keep my left buttock in connection with my left heel as much as possible. Really long left side. Then I'll put my palms down, push the mat away as I sit back even more into my heels. Take a couple deep breaths here. Stretching through the left. Should feel more space being created through your ribs. I'll come onto my fingertips and walk center. From there, I'll walk to the other side. Again, line up my ribs with my thigh. Then I'll walk my right fingertips out further. Really try to sit back towards the heels. Then drop the palms to the floor, push the floor away as I sit back even more. Breathe and feel that nice stretch in my right side. Walk the hands to the center and then walk them into your body. All right, so I'm gonna take my strap or my towel, whatever you've got, and come onto my back. This asana is also really good to do against the wall if you can. It kind of prevents yourself from losing form. So if I have a wall, I'm going to take my right foot on the wall. Otherwise, I'll just have it up towards the sky, toes towards the sky. So the problem without the wall is sometimes that leg gets a little loose and turns in or out. So if I have it on the wall, I can look that the toes are going straight up, and I'll bring my left knee into my chest as much as possible. So your strap, your towel, whatever you have, your tie, is really taking that left knee up towards your face. And then I'm going to take that strap or whatever I'm using, and I'm going to put it around the foot. And then I'm gently going to kick that foot up to the sky. And here's where that other leg that's on the wall is really important, because you don't want it to turn in or out. You want to keep the shin, the right shin, going up to the sky as you extend your left leg. And imagine that the left foot is going up towards the ceiling. So if you have tight hamstrings, you're bending that knee. And your left thigh is closer to your ribs. But eventually what you want to try to do, it is morning, so this is more difficult. You want to eventually try to straighten that leg without your head coming off. So if you feel your head coming off, bend the knee, or you can take a pillow or something right under your head so that you relax. And then we're going to take 3 to 5 breaths as we send the heel and the ball of the foot up to the sky. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. I'm going to take this leg and keep it here, but I'm going to have 2 hands, one on each side of the strap. I'm going to take my chin towards my chest, a little bit of core work here. I'm going to climb that rope. Left, right. I'm going to look at the other foot. Come down, but I'm going to be careful because I've climbed that rope, and you will feel an even deeper stretch on the back side of that left leg. Climbing rope again, left, right, chin to the chest. Look at that other foot. Make sure it's still going up to the sky. Slowly lower back down, breathing. From here, I'm going to bend the left knee. I'm going to try to bring it as close to my body as possible. I might even be able to get it inside my left arm, between the left arm and my left hip. This is a half happy baby. You can get a lot deeper in the half happy baby than the full happy baby. Really good stretch in my left inner thigh, but also my right quad. Also feel my low back is opening up here. And then I'll exhale and release that leg. Shake out your two legs. They might feel a little different. One's been much more stretched out than the other. I'm gonna line up my left foot on the wall or keep it vertical up to the sky if I don't have a wall. I'm gonna bring my right knee into my chest. Try to keep both shoulder blades on the floor, trying to get the knee as high as I can. And gradually moving and taking that strap or towel or tie in the ball of my foot or the arch. And I'm going to try to lengthen that leg up to the sky. Again, tight hamstrings, you'll keep a bend in the knee. I'm gonna make sure that the left foot is still on the wall or going straight up. Again, the support under my head. I don't want to be holding my head up this long. Trying to straighten the leg, get the sole of that foot up to the ceiling. One hand on one side of the strap, the other on the other. Go ahead here, chin to the chest, climb your rope. Right, left, right, left. Look at your left foot, belly to the spine. Slowly come down and take that leg with you. Be careful, bend the knee if the hamstring's tight. Climbing again, left, right, left, right. Look at the left foot. Belly slowly coming down. Listening to that leg, close your eyes. Take a few breaths. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Start to bend that right knee, coming into a half happy baby. So you could take your left hand on your left hip, hold that hip down as your right hand holds both sides of the strap and tries to bring the knee nice and close to the mat and your ribs. Breathing here. One more big inhalation and exhalation. Take the strap off, extend the leg, shake out your legs. So just enjoy this moment here. Turn your palms up to the sky, close your eyes. You might take your hands to your belly and see if you can get the breath back into the belly. A little bit of a fooler here. You might say, oh, we're going to have Shavasana. Actually, we're going to do bridge pose before Shavasana. So coming into bridge, if you're lying on your back, if you want to just go straight into Shavasana, go ahead. I'm going to bend my knees, make sure that my feet are hip distance apart. I take my hands down below. Move here so you can see me. And I might even lift up my chest and tuck my shoulders underneath. From here, exhale all the air out of the belly and your tailbone should have come up. From the tailbone, the low back, the mid back, coming into your bridge. We're just going to do 3 flowing bridges, so you're not going to be up there long. Look at your belly, make it inflate once. Normally we try to do this 3 times, but we're flowing. When the belly comes down, bring the mid back down, the low back, the tailbone, and relax. Second bridge, exhale, belly to the spine, spine to the floor, tailbone comes off, low back, mid back. This time you might tuck your shoulders underneath. You might even clasp your hands. Look at your belly, fill it with air. When you release, release the hands, come off the shoulders, the upper back comes down, the mid back and the low back. Third and final, I'm going to lay my hands on my thighs. I'm going to try to match my arms with my legs and my hips as we come up. So slowly exhale all the air out of the belly. The tailbone comes up, the low back, the mid back. You could stay right here, or if you like, you can take the arms all the way back. Fill the belly, see it? On the exhalation, match the arms with the thighs and the hips, and slowly come down. So take your right arm, right leg out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Turn the arm so that the palm is up to the sky. Left arm, left leg, shake it out, shake it out. Turn the palm so it's up to the sky. So if your chin is more towards the ceiling than your chest, you want to make a little pillow, grab a sweatshirt, whatever you've got to give your head some height. And you might want to, again, tuck the shoulders underneath you, palms open to the sky, little bit of bend in the knees, little bit of bend in the elbows. You should be completely relaxed, not working a thing, including your face. So make sure that your lower jaw has dropped a bit from your upper jaw and you are relaxing.